Hi everybody, we are the Sunway University Student Council,
a student leadership body that acts as the bridge between the students and the university management.
We are
the Academic Affairs Department. We are the External Relations Department.
We are the Extracurricular Department.
Hi, we're from the International Student Relations Department.
We are the Public Relations Department.
We are the Student Relations Department.
We are from the Secretarial Department.
and we are from the Treasury Department.
We aim to improve your Sunway experience through aspects of welfare and engagement.
So stay tuned to all of our platforms to keep up with how we can help you. Because
your voice is our concern.
Hi everybody, we are the Sunway University Student Council,
A student leadership body that acts as the bridge between the students and the university management.
We are
the Academic Affairs Department. We are the External Relations Department.
We are the Extracurricular Department.
Hi, we're from the International Student Relations Department.
We are the Public Relations Department.
We are the Student Relations Department.
We are from the Secretarial Department.
and we are from the Treasury Department.
We aim to improve your Sunway experience through aspects of welfare and engagement.
So stay tuned to all of our platforms to keep up with how we can help you. Because
your voice is our concern.
Hi everybody, we are the Sunway University Student Council.
A student leadership body that acts as the bridge between the students and the university management.
We are
the Academic Affairs Department. We are the External Relations Department.
We are the extracurricular department.
Hi, we're from the International Student Relations Department.
We are the public relations department.
We are the Student Relations Department.
We are from the secretarial department.
And we are from the Treasury Department.
We aim to improve your Sunway experience through aspects of welfare and engagement.
So stay tuned to all of our platforms to keep up with how we can help you. Because your voice is our concern.
Test. Testing.
Hi everybody, we are the Sunway University
Hello,
Student
hello.
Council.
A student
Test,
leadership body
testing.
that acts as the bridge between the students and the university management.
We are
the Academic Affairs Department. We are the External Relations Department.
We are the extracurricular department.
Hi, we're from the International Student Relations Department.
testing.
We are the public relations department.
We are the Student Relations Department.
We are from the secretarial department.
And we are from the Treasury Department.
We aim to
Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Testing.
To improve your Sunway experience through aspects of welfare and engagement.
So stay tuned to all of our platforms to keep up with how we can help you. Because your voice is our concern.
Jimmy.
Hi everybody, we are the Sunway University Student Council.
A student leadership body that acts as the bridge between the students and the university management.
We are
The Academic Affairs Department. We are the External Relations Department.
We are the extracurricular department.
Hi, we're from the International Student Relations Department.
We are the Public Relations Department.
We are the student relations department. We are from the secretarial department.
And we are from the Treasury Department.
We aim to improve your Sunway experience through aspects of welfare and engagement.
So stay tuned to all of our platforms to keep up with how we can help you. Because your voice is our concern.
Hi everybody, we are the Sunway University Student Council.
A student leadership body that acts as the bridge between the students and the university management.
We are
The Academic Affairs Department. We are the External Relations Department.
We are the extracurricular department.
Hi, we're from the International Student Relations Department. We are the Public Relations Department.
We are the student relations department. We are from the secretarial department.
And we are from the Treasury Department.
We aim to improve your Sunway experience through aspects of welfare and engagement.
So stay tuned to all of our platforms to keep up with how we can help you. Because your voice is our concern.
Ladies, hello, hello. 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 Hello, hello.
hello. Hello.
Hello. Ladies and gentlemen, a warm welcome to each and every one of you. Please take a moment to find your seats and make yourself comfortable. If you haven't yet received a goodie bag, simply raise your hand and our wonderful team will be delighted to assist you. Meanwhile, please enjoy the visuals we have prepared for you on the screen. We'll be commencing shortly.
Hi everybody, we are the Sunway University Student Council.
A student leadership body that acts as the bridge between the students and the university management.
We are
The Academic Affairs Department. We are the External Relations Department.
We are the extracurricular department.
Hi, we're from the International Student Relations Department. We are the Public Relations Department.
We are the student relations department. We are from the secretarial department.
And we are from the Treasury Department.
We aim to improve your Sunway experience through aspects of welfare and engagement.
So stay tuned to all of our platforms to keep up with how we can help you. Because your voice is our concern.
Hello. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed Sunway students, distinguished members of the student leadership bodies, esteemed students cohort representatives, and the dedicated individuals of the clubs and societies committees, welcome. It is with great pleasure that we come together this evening. I am Fish, honored to be your MC for today's event. First and foremost, A heartfelt thank you for dedicating your valuable time to be a part of this Student Council Town Hall. Your commitment to enhancing the student experience at Sunway by representing your respective communities and expressing your valuable feedback to the councils is greatly appreciated. With that, we extend a warm welcome to our second Student Council Town Hall. The QR code display will direct you to a Padlet link where you can type in your questions. Our directors will then address this question during the Q&A session. So, let's get those questions rolling in. Scan the QR code now and start typing away. Your questions are vital to shaping our discussion today, so don't hesitate to share your thoughts. Before we begin our session and while we are all looking sharp and stylish, let's capture this moment with a quick group photo to celebrate the occasion. I would like to invite our highly skilled photographer to join us on stage to oversee the photo session. Okay, look at the middle. 3, 2, 1. Three, two, one. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much to our amazing photographer. I'm confident the pictures will turn out wonderfully. As we continue, the aim of this town hall is to enhance transparency between Sunway University Student Council, Sunway College Council, and Sunway students. This will be achieved through open discussion regarding the progress and potential resolutions, fostering increased engagement and communication between Sunway University Student Council, Sunway College Council, and the various communities within Sunway. Now, allow me to introduce you to the council committees that will be addressing your feedback today. From Sunway University Student Council, we have President Aaron Shua, Vice President Andrea Tan, General Secretary Yan Wai, Treasurer Darren Ma, Extracurricular Department Director Fui Fan, Public Relations Department Director Manrit Singh, Academic Affairs Department Director Shakira Asman, Student Relations Department Director Moiko, External Relations Department Director To Yi Ling, International Student Relations Department Director Asim. From Sunway College Council, we have President Rebecca, Vice President Elisa, Secretary Isaac, Treasurer Naku, Academic Affairs Department Director Kelly, Advertising and Promotions Department Director Haley, Extracurricular Department Director Vincent, Social Relations Department Director Chia Sun, Student Welfare Department Director Isabel. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to officially kick off our event with a momentous start. Join me in welcoming the dynamic duo, Aaron, the President of SUSC, and Rebecca, the President of SCC. As they take the stage to share the exciting outcomes from their recent management meeting, let's give them a resounding round of applause.
Hi everyone, very good evening to ladies and gentlemen that are present today. So how's everyone doing today? Can I hear some voices from the crowd? Good? Okay, nice. So my name is Aaron Shua and I'm the president of Sunway University Student Council. And we are honored to address you today regarding the recent outcomes from our management meeting, where we discussed crucial matters raised in the previous town hall. Your feedback is invaluable, and we are pleased to announce the actions taken to address your concerns. In addressing general student welfare, speed bumps have been installed in Basement 1 and Basement 2 parking areas to ensure the safety of students. Moreover, vending machines will be installed on the west wing of Level 7 in the university building, providing students with refreshment options between classes. Additionally, SUSC is also conducting a survey to enhance the shuttle bus services based on your feedback with the aim of improving your commuting experience.
All right, moving on. The Tun Houston On Library's opening hours have been adjusted to 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. on the weekends at the main entrance, with the mezzanine level remaining open until 3 a.m., providing ample study time for students. On the other hand, the SCC is still in discussion with the College Council Alliance, also known as the CCA, regarding the feedback form. This feedback form is catered to Sunway College students regarding the students' welfare and academic affairs. Students can also share their other related feedback on this form as well. This discussion will be finalized in our next CCA meeting.
So moving on to the academic experience, lecturers have been requested not to cancel classes last minute, utilizing the e-learn calendar for replacement classes and providing at least 12 hours notice has been approved for further discussion in the UTLC meeting. Departments will internally discuss and ensure no clashes in the assignments deadline. This initiative aims to streamline academic schedule and enhance your learning experience. This initiative aims to streamline academic schedule, so please fill up the assignment deadline and class cancellation feedback form if you face any related issues. We would love to hear your thoughts or feedback. The proposal for a student department reps, as known as SDR, and student program reps, SPR system has been approved, offering a more functional approach to collecting and addressing student feedback. At the same time, also fostering a better communication and accountability.
Your feedback is vital in shaping our campus community, and we encourage you to continue sharing your thoughts and ideas for the upcoming live Q&A session. Together, we can create a vibrant and supportive environment conducive to learning and personal growth. Thank you.
Thank you, Erin and Rebecca, for the presentation. Ladies and gentlemen, we are beyond thrilled to have you all today with us for our official second Student Council Town Hall. Now is the moment you have been waiting for. It's time for our live Q&A session. Before we begin, I would like to share a quick note regarding to our Q&A format. This Q&A session will be split into two parts. We have set up a Padlet for your questions, and our executive will be addressing those during the first half of our session. The link and QR code to the Padlet can be found in the group chat, on our website, and on the live stream. Now, regarding the live Q&A, we kindly request each participant to keep their question concise. One question and one follow-up question per person. We want to ensure everyone has an opportunity to participate, so let's keep this respectful and efficient. To help with the flow, our team members assisting with microphones will be identifying individuals to pose their questions. Please raise your hand if you have a question, and our helpers will make sure the mic reaches you. Remember, brevity is key to allow as many voices as possible to be heard. If, for any reason, your question isn't answered to your satisfaction during this session, don't worry, our core team members, including the respective directors, will be available after the event for further clarification. We appreciate your understanding and cooperation in making this a smooth and inclusive experience. Let's make this Q&A session memorable and insightful. Thank you, and let the questions begin. Is there any live questions? You guys can raise up your hand and our helpers will pass the mic to you. If no, let's move on to our Padlet questions first. Okay, we got a question over here for the Academic Affairs Department. So the question is, why is the scholarship value for Jeffrey Shah A scholarship is reduced by a few thousand and increase the CGPA requirement? Since there is inflation, why is there so much burden on students' finance?
Hello. Hi, thank you so much for the one who submitted this question. I understand where you're coming from and your concern is very valid, but I'd like to clarify that the limit of funding provided by the uni for scholarships and as well as the grade requirement for the scholarship itself is not set by SUSC. Just for some clarification, it's all dependent on management and the scholarship unit. And regarding the why it may be that way, it could be because of the funding for for Sunway University, which is going to building the new buildings, as well as improving our facilities. So if you'd like more clarification on the increase of the funding or the reason why the CGPA requirement has increased, we suggest you to go to the scholarship unit to get more clarification on that. But again, we understand where you're coming from, and thank you so much for that question.
Thank you. And the next question would be, why are they churches asking me to join them outside of campus and even in campus as well?
So thank you so much to organizations that are approaching you, whether it be college or uni outside at those areas. So for your info, I am sure that in approaching you and you feel unsafe, whether it's within campus or outside of campus, please feel free to go to security and approach them. I can say that they are not affiliated with the councils or the management. So once again, if you feel unsafe or anything, please approach the security. And thank you so much for that question.
Thank you. Okay, the next question would be for the Student Welfare Department. Why is the canopy walk closed until November? Every day I walk back home, I'm afraid that I will get attacked. Recently, there was a stabbing case at Monash BRT. This is affecting the well-being of students. Furthermore, when it rains, we literally can't walk home. And if you say the shuttle bus is your solution, it's not. The shuttle bus is a good idea, but it's really poor executed. I literally never said it, and for students who walk home late, there's no shuttle bus as well. So do better.
Hi, so thank you so much for your question, and I'm so sorry that you feel this way. So first of all, about the canopy walk, so it's currently under renovation until the end of 2024, which we will inform of. However, if you do feel that your safety is threatened, I feel very sorry for you, and we will try our best to bring it up to the management so that you won't feel this way. And secondly, about the stabbing case at the Monash BRT station, currently there are not enough evidence that this case happened. However, if you do have any witnesses, any pictures, any videos, please feel free to send them to our email, or you can personally come and find me later on, and I'll give you my email. And also, for the shuttle bus survey, so the shuttle bus survey is not under the university, but we are doing a survey right now so that we can gather data and also bring it up to the management. And we are doing this survey in hopes to improve the shuttle bus. So we will greatly appreciate your feedbacks. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. We have a live question over here.
I'm not sure does SUSC aware of this or not, but there is a recent rise in youth influence. There's a recent rise in youth influencers or even just influencers in general getting into Sunway area, and actually, I wouldn't use the word harass, but it's been approaching students, asking them to actually record for videos and whatnot. So I want to understand a bit more, how does SUSC and SEC view this as a security issue where random people can get into Sunway without any proper approval and can film without any permits or etc. Thank you.
So thank you so much for your question. So before I proceed, can I understand from your point of view, what are your concerns when these sorts of influencers are entering the campus?
The main issue is not just the influencers, it's just the security risk there, where random individuals who are not even from Sunway can get into Sunway itself. The influencers is just a highlight that, hey, random people can get into the campus.
Okay, thank you so much for your question. And I definitely see where your concern is coming from. As a student from Sunway, I definitely wouldn't like hearing that random people are allowed to enter a space where I consider safe to study, you know, somewhere that I go there every day to rest, eat, study, and sleep. So regarding this, Sunway is actually an open campus, and that is something that the management likes to champion about this, is like open campus. And I'm sure that if you recall in the past, I think during the MCO times, where security actually mandated that students had to bring in their ID card or verify that they're a student before they come in. So from the council's point of view, at least I can speak for us, is that we definitely view your security as something that is important. And this concern is something that I can relate to as well. So security is something that I think we all value, right? So thank you so much for your question. I definitely also observe what you say, like the rise in random people coming in. So regarding this, I think we can definitely bring this up to management and see how they view this. So if you have any other further concerns, or you see, if you feel like some people coming in are too dangerous or just not good influences, please let us know, and then we'll see what we can do about it. All right? Thank you so much.
Thank you, Andra. The next question coming from Pilot will be for the extracurricular department. If there happens to have a students who have disruptive behavior within a club or society, what actions will be taken upon the students? If it is too small for action to be taken, what if said student has begun causing terror among other students? Would there still be no actions taken?
Testing? Okay. Thank you for the question. So to answer this question, I will suggest the committee of the clubs and societies discuss within your committee first, like internally, to see whether these issues is really disrupting. And after discussing this issue internally with your core team members, you can actually discuss it with your with your club advisor to see if there's any actions that can be taken. If club advisor also cannot handle this situation well, please approach the Student Life Center and they will hold a counseling session with the state members. And after the counseling session, if this situation is not solved yet, disciplinary actions within your club can be taken. Thank you.
Thank you, Hui Fan. I hope it answers the questions. And we have a student over there. Can you kindly pass the mic to him? Thank you.
Yeah, hello, and my name is Tej, as all of you know me commonly, and I'm a Sunway University student, currently pursuing my second year of Diploma in Events Management under the School of Hospitality and Service Management Industry. So a couple of years ago when I joined Sunway during the COVID time, it was like a hybrid mode, so we had few physical and few online sessions. So a couple of semesters I had takeaway home exams, so we had like online kind of exams to write and submit. And few semesters I had physical at the different respective venues. But I'm a bit concerned to ask about the examination hall, which is not specific and fixed. Like few are held at the university building at UC 7, UC 8 at the 7th floor, 8th floor at the 10th floor or 9th floor, or some at the college building at next to Jeffrey Chia at the 4th floor area. The exam halls. Few are at the Sunway Geo Mall, few at Cleo Bay Exhibition Center next to Sunway Pyramid Mall. So now my only concern is if there are, and sometimes we might have exams in the morning, some in like afternoon, or some in the evening. And let's say, because if you have exams in the morning, it will be like a rush thing. And if some people are living far away, and if they have to travel, like, we don't know, like, they might get stuck in traffic and they might be late for exams. My only concern is about why is there like no fixed place for having our exams consistently, like some at the different malls within Sunway land, at Geo Mall, at Pyramid Mall. I mean, because we all live in different places. Some live at Nadayu, I live at Sunyu Distance. So depending on the location, I can easily travel here and there. Some I might have to travel farther, some nearer. And if I'm without using the bridge, if I have to walk in front of the road with vehicles and traffic, it's a bit irritating and annoying. So I hope, as what somebody else mentioned about the bridge thing, which is closed till this November. So about the walking thing and why are the exams taking place differently? Thank you so much.
Hi, okay, thank you so much for your question. I understand where you're coming from. It will be a bit stressful if you already have to go to exams and then that day itself they change the location and you'd have to walk or take a different transport to go there. I completely understand as a student myself. I think each of us here can say that we've experienced this ourselves, which I have to apologize. I feel like I'm really sorry that you have to go through that. This is something that should be solved. But I'd like to say maybe why the reasoning is that way. Because Sunway is an open campus and we don't have a limited number of intakes, which means the number of students that comes in has no limited number. So the location of exams may change due to the limited in classroom options or exams for students across all different programs, including in uni and in college. So sometimes schedules clash and lecturers or management may have an oversight and they're unable to see if, maybe another program booked this hall, so now we'd have to change, which is, I agree, it is pretty inefficient and it's a huge loss for our students. But what I suggest you can do is you can bring it up to your SERs of your department to gather this information. And if a lot of students, which I think a lot of students would agree, you can gather this information and bring it to us and we bring it to management. But on SUSC's end, we'd also bring it up to management because this is a reoccurring issue and we'd want change for everyone as well. So thank you so much for your question.
Thank you. I hope it clarifies your question. Moving on, we have another student here.
Just now you guys presented a new system that is already been approved for the department representative and also program representatives. Can you guys share a bit more about what is the current planning and also what you guys wish to utilize this and how does this place actually look like in the structure of actually the feedback loop? Because I do view this as a very important feedback loop for students to actually voice out their concerns, as especially these are very important youth leadership roles.
Thank you so much for your question. We understand that the SCR system may be a bit confusing to all students, including the SCRs as well, so we understand where you are coming from. So just to clarify on the new system being proposed by us, the reason we're changing it is because of the number of students, the number of SCRs per cohort is a bit too many and too confusing, so it confuses the students who are reporting as well as the SCRs themselves who have been elected this role. So the amendment of it, we're still discussing with management to give the best possible version to all students here. But regarding the details, we will release it officially on our Instagram and social media, as well as the respective SCR's email, as well as the HOD's emails. Once the official system has been approved and been officialized until the end, and only then you get the finalized version of this new system. I hope that does clear your question.
Thank you so much. Is there any more live questions? If no, we'll switch back to our pilot question. This question is about a OneDrive storage. The recent change of OneDrive storage from 1 TB to 100 GB has affected us, clubs and societies, as well as student leadership bodies. Therefore, is it possible for ITs to raise the storage back to 1 TB or to have a separate group of accounts for student leadership bodies, separate from students' email to have extra storage? I understand that students wouldn't require 1 TB, but for clubs and societies and student leadership bodies, are we able to increase the storage back to 1 TB?
Okay, so thank you so much for the question. Regarding this, I just want to explain the reason why it's changed from 1 TB to 100 GB. I believe the reason is because there's only a minority of students who really required 1 TB of storage for their OneDrive, and that is the reason why the management thinks that 100 GB would be sufficient to all the students. But since right now we have received feedback from students that they think 1 TB is sufficient for them to store their data for clubs and societies, we'll definitely bring this matter to management and see what we can work with, and we'll try to provide, like what is mentioned in the Padlet question here, try to provide clubs and societies or student leadership bodies the sufficient storage that they need. Yeah, so we'll bring this to the management.
Thank you, Aaron. Moving on to the next question would be for the Academic Affairs Department. Is Sunway providing free LinkedIn learning courses? I can't find any information from the Sunway website.
Hi, thank you so much to the person who asked this question. Just to clarify on it, yes, they are providing free LinkedIn courses. And the reason that you may not be able to find it on Sunway University website is maybe because that's not the platform where they're providing these LinkedIn courses. I would suggest for you to have a look out for your iZone or your eLearn, because those are the high possibility places where they will be displaying these opportunities for students to reap all these benefits. But I hope that clarifies your question. If you'd like to discuss more on where you could find this, please meet us at the end of the town hall during our corner session, and I would be glad to clarify more any of your questions. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Shakira. Wow, we have another question over here. It's about sexual harassment. A year or two back, me and other girls were constantly approached by Japanese guy students from English program at the college foyer and pyramid, trying to talk to us to the point where it did not feel safe to walk around the foyer area. I did not feel safe every day coming to campus because of these idiot creeps. Who can I report for this issue, and what can I be done moving forward to make our campus feel safer?
Hi. Okay, so I'm so sorry that this happened to you, and we do not tolerate this kind of behavior. So if you do feel this, if you do find yourself in these situations, the very first step you can take is go to the security office, and what they can help you with it is, it will be better if you have their names or student ID or even pictures or videos of them, which you can show to the security office, and they'll try their best to assist you from there on. And if you do feel that your concern is still not addressed after going to the security office, please feel free to come down to our office or even email me, and I will try my very best to bring this up to the Health and Safety Department. Thank you.
Thank you, Moiko. The next one would be Sunway confession page on Instagram. Most of us are aware of the confession page, but is there any way of supervising or oversee what is being posted? There has been numerous inappropriate events that have been posted, and this may deter students or even potential students from studying here and may even ruin Sunway's reputation, further proving or rather supports the already somehow negative image the institution has.
Hello. Okay. All right. So thank you so much for that question. And all right. So we're quite aware of this, and like we know some of you who may have friends in other colleges, sometimes they come to you saying like, oh, we've seen this Sunway Confessions page and it doesn't really paint a good image of our Sunway campus. So we'd like to affirm that this account is not officially affiliated with Sunway in any way. It is student-run and also anonymous. So one of the measures we suggest would be to block and report the accounts, because as of now it has quite a large following. So if many students were to take measures to block and report the account, maybe action could be taken against it. Yeah, and then we will also try and bring this up to management and see what can be done. And yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you for answering. Is there any questions from the students over here? You guys can ask for any questions regarding about academic, extracurricular, international students relations, student welfare, anything. You can ask anything. Our directors will be more than happy to address your question. Okay, we got a student over there on the top. Could you kindly pass her the mic? Thank you.
Hello. Hello. Okay, hi guys. So on behalf of, because we are from VUBC, so I just have a question. Matter of fact, it also happened today. So basically, for our classes, it's at college level, level 1. And the problem I find all the time is every time we need like charging points, it's not enough. And like, so to make it into perspective, like our class is like we have tables of 6. So the middle point, the middle lane will have no plugs, and all of our plugs are at the side. So it's not right. It's not like every chair has like a plug, like the uni side, I guess, if that makes sense. So my concern is like if let's say we have to do exam, we have to purposely bring like extension cords and things like that. It actually happened today also. So it's like it's quite like like it's not efficient, I guess. Yeah, and we have to charge our laptops and things like that for like a 2-hour test. So that's my concern that I would like to raise lah. Yeah, thank you.
Hi, so thank you so much for your question. So a few suggestions that I can give for now is that you can fill up the feedback form, but that it will be in our that is posted on the Summer University Student Council Instagram, and it's also posted on the News Hub in the Student Hub. So you can go to the IT section of the feedback form to report about this issue. And we are also been told by the management that they are trying their best to basically add more plugs into the classrooms or all over the campus. So if there are any updates regarding on that, we will, I'll update you guys then. Thank you so much for your question again.
Thank you. I hope it answers you. Moving on, we have a question on Padlet. It is about Academic Affairs Department. The aircon on the level M floor, 10 p.m. onwards, is sometimes turned off in the silent zone or the area outside the silent zone. Is it possible to consult the library about the air conditioning and its consistency?
Hi, okay. Thank you so much for the one who asked the question. Thank you for raising this issue because I don't think a lot of people are aware, especially for the ones who do not stay past 10 p.m. But this is definitely something that we can bring up to the library committee, and we will try to get updates on that and try to update you as soon as possible regarding it. But if the person is here that asked this question, I'd like to get more clarification, meaning is it completely turned off at the silent zone or is it only slowed down? Because if it's regarding slowing down, it's most probably based on the library committee's, with the meeting with library committee, the reason they slow down the AC is because the library gets really cold, especially in the middle of the night. And a lot of students do complain that the temperature makes them feel sick or feel a bit too cold that they can't use the library. So that may be the reason why they do slow it past 10 p.m. But if you'd like more clarification on how this issue can be fixed, I would gladly be able to have this discussion with you at the end of this town hall. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And I think we have a question over there again.
Yeah, hi. It's me again, but about my follow-up question of my previous question of what I've addressed earlier about the exam thing, right, about different venues. This one is about generally the usual classes which I take on a day-to-day life basis. So from Monday to Friday, if I have classes in the morning or some after lunch in the afternoon or some like in the evening, and we have it in different venues, like some at Hall 1 Graduate Center in the college building, some at the university building. But if I'm using the lift, as what I think your department has already addressed for the last few years, that there are 3 lifts where it's categorized. The first one is odd lift, second one is even, and the third one is like all floors, right? I mean, but if I'm going to an odd if I'm going to the first lift where it has all the odd floors, some of them they don't even work. Or even if I'm going to an even lift, some of the like buttons are not being pressed. So that ends up me to go to another lift and then I have to get down in another lift from that floor. If I'm going to 8th floor, but if I'm not able to press 8, then I have to go to the 7th or 9th floor and then get down from there and then either use the stairs. Or like if let's say it's raining during afternoon or so, and if I have to cross the college building and because of the bridge or so, it delays me to go to classes late, and that will generally affect our attendance. So about the concern about the lifting via the some buttons not working, and sometimes if it's overcrowded, we have to wait until the next queue goes in. And some we like the travel distance here and there. It's a bit inconvenient because by the end of the day, we all like travel and we walk from different areas. So, but if everyone has to assemble and gather at a certain point of time, has to be there on time, it is a bit challenging. So, I hope this can be rectified. Thank you.
Okay, so thank you so much for your concern. So could I ask for clarification, which exact area are you talking about, like which level?
No, I mean about the university building. When I'm taking the lift right over here, if I'm going to, if I'm going to 6th floor or 8th floor, or if I want to go down like to M floor UG, I mean sometimes the buttons they won't get clicked. So sometimes I have to maybe press another button, or sometimes have to compromise to maybe get down in another floor and then use the other lift and then go. And in the meantime, there will be like sometimes if let's say in every lift there's a stopover, like some person is coming in every lift, that itself will take away time. So what I'm saying is, it's like sometimes I have to spend 10-15 minutes being in the lift where I can use the stairs if to walk 8 floors up to reach to my classroom, which I feel tired sometimes. So it's a bit inconvenient in that way. I hope this can be sorted. Thank you.
So thank you so much for clarification, and I'm so sorry that you have to go through this struggle. But okay, regarding the broken buttons, right? We will greatly appreciate it if you could take pictures or videos, or even let us know which lift exactly, and we will actually straight away bring this up to the facilities because it's a very big inconvenience for everyone. And also regarding the lifts going to different levels, so previously all the lifts actually went to all levels, which caused a really big congestion. This is why the management actually brought up a new initiative of bringing the lifts to different levels, so all levels, odds and even. So I hope you understand this. But regarding the broken broken buttons, please send me the picture or let me know which lift exactly, and I'll bring this up to the facilities. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I hope it answers your question. I see a student toward the back with a question. Can we have the mic passed to her, please?
Hello? Okay. I don't know if this is a me problem or if it's like a thing here because the library basement is so freaking cold. I'm always freezing there. Literally, no joke, I'm carrying a hot bag with me right now. Legit. So, like, can you please request the library department to lower down the AC a bit? Like, my hands are literally turning blue.
Hi, thank you so much for your question, and your concern is completely valid. I think all of us here can agree that we've experienced the cold weathers and the change of temperatures in the library. But I agree where you're coming from, but relating it back to the previous question, I think there was a issue or concern as well regarding the temperature of the library being too low when it gets hot. So coming from the library committee's point of view, some students do complain that it gets too cold, and some students do have concerns that it's too hot. So when we have library committee meetings with the library committee, we do try to bring up these concerns and make the students understand and try to find like a middle point. So thank you so much for bringing it up. We'll try to discuss it with the library committee and see what we can come up with. But just to clarify and why it does happen is because some students have a different students have different tolerance for weather and the temperatures. So that's why I think they've decided, the library has decided on just putting it to a session level every single day, so that students at least are prepared knowing the temperature of it coming into it every day. But if you like to discuss more with this with me at the end of the town hall, I'll be gladly open arms to have this conversation with you. So thank you so much for your concern.
Thank you. Moving back to the palette question, we have a really interesting question over here. Is town hall a social PR event? Because I'm not expecting goodie bags for doing my job, and if the town hall is said to start at 5, it should start at 5 and not at 5:45 after the PR videos with loud background music have done looping.
Mic test. Okay, thank you so much for the question. So to answer that question, town hall is technically not a social or PR event because this is basically a platform for the club and society representatives, SLB representatives, CCA representatives, student cohort reps to basically direct your feedbacks or if you have any concerns towards our core team here seated today. As in regards to not getting a goodie bags for doing my job, I would say that the goodie bag would be a token of appreciation from our end to from us to you to attending our town hall. As in regards to the town hall, it's said to start at 5. It should start at 5 and not at 5:45. Basically, the email that was sent this morning, if I'm not mistaken, stated that the registration starts at 5 and the event will start at 5:30. So the reason in delay is because we are actually waiting for those who are ending classes and waiting for the crowd to fill up the JC hall before we actually officially start the event. I hope that this clarifies the question. Thank you.
Thank you, Yan Wai. There's another question is, today around 1 p.m. there's a gang of people that always seated around my news opposite gate 2, which always drinks in day or gambling at my news sitting area. Can anyone take the initiative to raise this problem to the guards or police? They are a group of chubby Chinese guys. They even saying they would call gangs to come over and all because they are quarreling about a guy not paying them back the money, then want to whack him or his fam. This is not the first time they being a nuisance at my news. Please do take this serious because students are always there to buy stuff. We wouldn't want to risk ourselves into fights by drunk cards. Do take note. Thank you, by the way, they are Sunway students because I can see their student card at the back of the phone.
Hello. All right, thank you so much to whoever asked this question. I'm sorry that this has happened, and I agree this is in fact a very serious issue. So thank you for letting us be aware of this issue. For now, what I can suggest is that if you ever notice these boys outside of my news doing some similar acts again, I highly recommend taking, if possible, snapping some pictures, maybe snapping a few videos of these boys and sending them over to the health and safety department so that they can try our best to get this issue resolved. And since this is a matter that happens outside of campus, we unfortunately cannot do too much about it aside from raising awareness to the management about this issue. And of course, if they do escalate to any violent acts, then I highly recommend calling the police as well. So yeah, once again, thank you so much to whoever asked this question.
Hi, so whoever to ask the question about security, I think a common theme that we can see here today is actually concerns about student safety and security on campus. And I think what we can see is that a lot of these things are actually happening right outside the perimeter of our campus, which is actually not within Sunway campus property. So the management doesn't really have jurisdiction over these kind of areas. However,
I definitely see where everyone is coming from. And I think what we can do is definitely bring it up to management to see what we can do about these places that are very near to the campus, because these are places that many of us students frequent lah. So I think from our end, what we can do is that we'll definitely bring it up to management so that we can stop all of these safety and security issues happening around campus. So thank you to everyone. Please keep bringing up these sort of safety issues, security concerns that you have so that we are aware. And when we have this information, we can bring it immediately and quickly to the management so that we can see what urgent action we can take to solve these issues. So thank you.
Thank you. We'll take a question from the students sitting in the front row.
Hello, I'm a cohort from Diploma in Hotel Management. And one of my concerns that I heard from my fellow peers is that during assignment weeks, we do not have enough student pods for us to use. Like, like one semester we have 6 assignments, and sometimes we have to use like 6 assignments for 6 different types of pods, like for different groups. And sometimes like it's not only my course, there's so many courses in university, sometimes even college will come and borrow it. It's like sometimes we don't have enough pods for us to do practice for our presentations. And is there any like other alternatives, like maybe increase on student pods, or maybe like other classrooms that we can know is vacant? Because we also don't know like if the room is vacant or not, because like classes might suddenly come in and say, oh, we're using this for classrooms. Is there any way you guys can like solve this issue? Because like right now I have 2 different presentations. I cannot book a single pod at all. I cannot book the nighttime because some of my friends are living far away, which is a 2-hour drive. So is there a way to solve this?
Hi, thank you so much for your question. I completely understand where you're coming from, and I'm so sorry that you have to go through this, because I understand that during assignment week, especially, it's like really packed and you have to book meetings with your assignment mates. Yeah, so thank you so much for that question. The reasoning behind why there are not enough pods is, I'm sure you may know, the unlimited amount of students on campus and everyone having assignment week at the same time. So thank you so much for bringing this up. But the reason for the limited number of library pods is because the library pods is already the number of library pods in the library have already been predetermined. So what we cannot do is increase the number of library pods in the library itself. But what I'd suggest that you could use instead is other facilities like the conference room and student hub, if you heard of it. Yes, and like there's also besides library pods, there are also training rooms. If you and maybe you can find another assignment group in your class to book the training room, because you need 15 people and above. So like that's a lot of space that you could use, and maybe like your whole class who have other assignment groups in that class can use that one training room, since you need 15 people and above. And besides that, there's also places like the rooftop terrace, which is open only until 6 p.m. if I'm not mistaken. It is quite open, but it's quite a secluded area compared to the rest of the campus. So these are my suggestions to you regarding the study spots that you can use for meetings. But regarding the other part of your question, I'll pass it on to Moeko. So thank you so much for that question.
Thank you so much.
Okay, hi, so to add on, actually the management has added classrooms open for students to use during exam seasons only. However, if you feel that it is not sufficient, I will try my best to bring it up to the facilities to add more classrooms to open up to students. But in the meantime, it would be appreciated if you could use the areas that Shakira previously mentioned. But thank you so much for your concern, and I'm so sorry that there's not enough space for you.
Thank you so much. Next, we have a question for the extracurricular department regarding about venue and restrictions for fundraising. Saw in one of the replies that we can book uni foyer for fundraising. Is that still applicable now? The second question is the fundraising at college foyer, uni foyer, and link bridge is only limited to direct monetary donation? Are we allowed to sell our merchandise, handmade stuff to fundraise at the venues as mentioned? Third one is, additionally, for College Link Bridge, heard that it is not allowed for direct sales and taking pre-order.
That's okay. Hi, thank you for asking this question. Unfortunately, you're unable to make transactions in the uni foyer or college link bridge, but I would recommend you to book a cart at Boulevard and you can sell your merchandise and handmade stuff there. Additionally, SUSC previously had an initiative called Bites to the Beats, where clubs and societies or student leadership bodies are able to book cards and sell to fundraise for their respective clubs and societies. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Moving on is a question for the Student Welfare Relations Department. It's regarding about the elevators. Is it possible to clarify why the elevator session has been changed, limited level options to increase health awareness by letting students to use the stairs more, when maybe some students may be dealing with critical health issues such as chronic asthma and breathing problem? I've been facing this for quite some time, and it has affected me in a bad way towards my breathing issues. My lungs are not fully developed, by the way.
Hi, so thank you so much for your question. So this is a decision made by the management because they would like to bring up health. They want to improve the students' health by taking the stairs, so they are actually implementing the Take the Stairs initiative. But if you do have any chronic illnesses, there's actually lifts that go to all floors, so please utilize those lifts and please do give them priority to use those lifts. And as for the M floor, the escalators still go there, so if you are in a rush, you can use the escalators to get even to JC Hall. Thank you.
Thank you. We have another question for Academic Affairs Department regarding about raise fund. As students keep coming to us for fundraising, it's making me to question about what's the key of doing community service subject. Is it only fundraising can help them? Although students can say no, but most of us are guilt-tripped by it. The problem is that sitting in college uni studying will have 3 to 5 groups coming for fundraising. If it's RM3 for one group, 5 times 3 equals to 15 ringgit. It's not a big amount, but it's still difficult for some people. Can we request for community service subject to stop fundraising? Community service can still proceed, and it is not only about fundraising. Thank you.
Okay, I think I'll take this question. So personally, as a Sunway University student, this semester I'm also taking community service project, and I believe my classmates there do resonate with me. So it is a part of our community service project to actually raise funds. Number one is because one of the funds is to buy any supplies or equipment that we need to actually, for example, some people do beach cleaning, some people buy stuff for the old folk homes and etc. So that's one thing. And hello, okay, and that's essentially number one. One of the reasons that why community service projects require to fundraise. And number two is actually a part of the requirement of our community service project by our lecturers. So in order to address the concern saying that people may or may not guilt trip you like 3 to 5 groups. Personally, I think I have experienced before like being guilt tripped to not buy, like if you don't buy, you feel like very guilty of it. I believe everyone here understands that. I think you can be honest in a way saying that, oh, actually someone approached me before and I've probably purchased something from them. But you can just be open to them saying that, oh, if you want, you can come find me next week and etc. to helps to support them as well. Okay, that's all for me.
Thank you so much. Is there any more questions on the floor? Okay, we got a student over there.
Hello, good evening.
I'm Daniel. So I study a lot at the 4 years in both Sunway College and uni, but I often find them can be quite dirty, especially after the cleaner crews are past their working hours. So I was wondering if it would be possible if you guys can provide like a disposable wet towels dispensers around the campus.
Hello, thank you so much for bringing up this question. Unfortunately, as Sunway aligns with the Sustainable Development Goals, we are unable to actually provide or even actually sell these sort of disposable towels on campus. An alternative solution I can provide you is to simply maybe purchase them in the stores outside of campus. So I hope that answers your question, and once again, thank you.
Thank you so much. Moving on, we have another question for Student Welfare Department regarding about the lifts. The college lift near the ATM feels wonky, and the uni parking lift, I got stuck inside at night before. It was so scary, and the library uni lift also got stuck once during the day.
Hello, so thank you so much to whoever asked this question. So I'll start off by answering on behalf of the Sunway College side. So I can see absolutely where you're coming from. So for the college lifts, we are aware that the button that goes to the second floor can sometimes not work. So for that, you just have to press a few times for it to actually work. But however, I understand that this can be a minor inconvenience for the students. So I will try my best to bring this up to the management.
Okay, and as for the uni side, I'm so sorry that you actually got stuck in the lift. So actually what you can do is that after you get stuck in the lift and once you manage to safely get out, you can call the facilities hotline number, which is placed everywhere around the university, or you can also send me pictures or fill up the feedback form, and I'll immediately bring this up to the facilities department so that they can fix the lift or do something about it. I'm really sorry that you got stuck in the lift. Thank you.
Thank you. And the next question is for the extracurricular department. Suko is experiencing a problem in regards to its storage room. In addition, we've sent an email named Inquiries on Suko's current storage room to your site on 20 November 2023, but it has yet to be received and no response temporarily. More details can be found in that email. Any inquiries you have, do not hesitate to get in touch.
Hi, regarding to this question, I've actually talked to the representative from Suko, and I've informed them that we have to wait for the further arrangement for our new SOP for our CNS locker room. So if there's any further information released, we will inform you again through your club email. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Moving on, we have another question for the Student Welfare Department regarding about the basement parking. Can we have a fixed schedule when the parking closed and opened?
Hi, so thank you so much for your question. So we are also not really aware of the opening and closing time of the parking because it is actually controlled by the security guards at the basement. However, It will be best if we could provide you with alternatives for now. So the parking alternatives that we have would be, one of them would be Nadayu, one of them would be the seasonal parking at Sunway Pyramid. And okay, if you do feel that this is an issue, we will try to bring this up to the management and see what we can do about it. However, there are no promises, and it would be great if you could come early in the morning because the parking is always open in the morning. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Do we have any questions from the hall here? Okay, we have a student over there.
Hello, hello. Yeah, it's me again. Hi. So I just have one question, right? Like every time when we walk, when it's raining from Pyramid to campus or vice versa, and it rains, when it rains, I don't know whether you guys notice, but like the roof kind of leaks a lot. Like I have to like dodge here and there, like freaking like some sort of game like that. But like yeah, basically I just want to ask, is there any um like ways that you guys can solve this issue? Because like it's been happening quite a lot and it's very like inconvenient lah, because like it keeps getting on the shirts and stuff in the bag and the papers and everything. So yeah, thank you.
Hi, so thank you so much for your concern, and I'm so sorry that you had to go through that. So we actually brought this up to the management already, and it is currently under renovation. And if you see, there are actually a few panels that have already been fixed by them. So I hope we can have your patience as they are slowly renovating it. So we hope that one day it will be fully fixed. But thank you so much for your concern.
Thank you so much. We have another question for over there.
Hello, it's me again. About this time, I would like to open up about Grab transportation thing. I mean, as we are all aware, there are generally few places like Gate 2, Gate 4 at the university foyer or backside of the college campus, like next to my news, where if we want to book a Grab at a specific location, we have to arrive and be over there. Then, so that a Grab driver can actually collect us and then can drop us at a respective home or wherever we want to go to. But sometimes it's a bit inconvenient if there's bad weather, if we have to go. And sometimes, like what happens is, in case, let's say, if I mean, even my parents also were concerned about the car parking thing because there has been some blockage. Like I think cars cannot be parked at a certain area like this. They have to be parked outside at Sunway, at like maybe outside of Sunview Residence building, outside of Sunway Lagoon. So it's a bit inconvenient when roads are being parked at the side of the road, which is very inconvenient. I mean, we see them in the night time, we see them in the evening. So, and also about the Grab thing also, like if I want to book, sometimes I get issues like if I have to book at a certain area, it gets an error. I mean, I'm just a bit concerned about like not just Grab, but in case if I want, I mean, about the parking thing and about just the transportation, which I feel sometimes it's a bit crisscrossed, and I hope this can be rectified. I mean, that's all. Thank you.
So thank you so much for bringing up your concern about Grab. So as a fellow student who has also booked Grab on campus, it can get a it can get a bit confusing sometimes, knowing where you can tell your where to tell your transport to drop you off, to pick you up, and things like that. So maybe I can address your question in two parts. So the first part regarding where it's easier to pick up, especially for Grab or even your parents, I would recommend probably the uni foyer where it's shaded, or even the college foyer where it's shaded, instead of choosing places like Gate B of the college where it's not really shaded. So when it's raining, it's hard to get to those places, right? So I would recommend either the college foyer or the uni foyer. And if you want to go from either uni or college, you can use the link bridge on top, or even go through the student hub, the parking at the bottom. All right. So if you have trouble finding that, I would suggest maybe you can ask around, or even use the My Campus app to help you get around those. So the other part would be regarding the traffic on campus. So yeah, so regarding the traffic and picking up and dropping off, I know at certain peak hours, it's actually very hard for parents to come in and things like that. So from our end, I think from uni and colleges end, we actually have security there to help direct the traffic, make sure that nobody's double parking so that the cars can keep moving around and things like that. And I understand you're suffering with the traffic jam and everything. So I can say that from management's end, they're definitely, I think, doing their best to try to regulate the traffic at certain peak points. But if that service ever stops, we'll definitely take note of that and like bring it up to them to ensure that it's something that is continued. So once again, thank you so much for bringing up that question. I hope that answers your question, and I hope the solutions do help a little bit. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We'll take one last question from the live Q&A.
Hi, sorry. This is regarding like a follow-up question, which is regarding the parking. Like you guys said in previous town hall meetings that we have alternatives such as Nadayu, the parking, Sunway, pyramids. All I can say is from the feedback from the students, they are not really happy about it. Because they say like, we want to park at school because you don't want to walk to our classes and just to pay like more expensive fees where we can pay in our school. Is there really no other way because the students are not happy with the response?
Okay, so thank you so much for your concern. I'm sure everyone feels the same way. So currently, there are no alternatives in building a new basement as there is limited space on the campus. So what we are currently doing to help to improve your experience is we are working on the shuttle bus survey. So the shuttle bus survey is actually free of charge for everyone to utilize, and it currently goes around Sunway area. So what we are doing is we're collecting more feedback from the students on which areas that they would like to add on to. So by doing that, once we have collected sufficient data, we are planning to bring this up to the management so that they could help us out with the shuttle bus. And yeah, I'm so sorry about that, but thank you so much for your concern.
Thank you so much. Is there any more questions here? Okay, we have a question from the front row.
It's actually a follow-up question about what I was talking earlier. So let me give a live example because this is really a bit serious thing. So I was actually pursuing my 4.5 to 5 months of internship as part of my academic syllabus at Sunway Lagoon. I was working beside college campus at the sales department. So one day, me along with one of my senior managers, we actually bought a lot of cartons in a trolley or so and actually went in her car. I mean, even I also boarded. And we went to Sunway University to actually promote a booth over there live at the university foyer the whole day. So that was our duty and job. But the person, my manager who was driving the car, later could not find a parking lot. And instead, she went back all the way to Sunway Pyramid entrance at the basement area, parked her car again, and took the canopy bridge to take a long walk all the way to university area. Now, this is a bit inconvenient because we don't really appreciate like going back and coming back, that satisfaction. And with that, it's a lot of waste of time and energy sometimes. So I feel like I hope this won't be repeated subsequently in the future. Thank you.
Hello. Okay. So thank you once again for your follow-up question. So regarding that, what I might suggest is that perhaps if you have, might I clarify, was your booth at the uni foyer?
Yeah, downstairs.
Okay. All right. So I think I can see where you're coming from, and I can see the intention to find a proper legal parking before taking out all your stuff. Like you don't want to block parking and things like that. Might I suggest if I know the uni foyer, the area where cars come in, it's a bit tight. So maybe I can suggest that you dropped off your things next time at college foyer instead, where there's usually a bit more breathing space for you to take your things down, and it's not too far of a distance from uni foyer. So thank you so much once again for raising your struggle. It's really good that you're telling us what you're facing so we can better support businesses or even initiatives from students like you. So if there are any other ways or suggestions that you like from us in the future, please feel free to let us know, and thank you so much once again.
Thank you so much. Now we'll take one last question from the live session. Is there any questions? If there's no, we'll switch to our Padlet question. This is the last Padlet question that we are addressing in today's town hall. It's regarding about the extracurricular department, venue booking for fundraising. For Boulevard, Uni Foyer and Link Bridge, heard that there's a limit in booking. How should clubs and societies or student leadership bodies go around if they were to do a major fundraising?
Okay, hi. Thank you for asking this question. As previously mentioned, Uni Foyer and Link Bridge, you can't sell any of your handcrafted items or fundraise. But there is no limit to the booking at Uni Foyer or College Link Bridge. And if you would like to have a major fundraising, you can organize a bazaar. So for every 3 months, club and societies or student leadership bodies can have up to 2 bazaars. And if you guys would like to organize the bazaar, you can submit your proposal to Student Life and they will further guide you guys from there. And if you guys would like to know more about the updated SOP for Boulevard booking, you may attend the upcoming CNS workshop, which is happening on the 21st March. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you to all our esteemed directors for addressing the question raised by our students. Your insights and responses have been truly valuable in addressing their concerns. Now, as we approach the conclusion of our town hall meeting, I would like to express my gratitude to all the students who actively participated by asking questions and engaging in this important dialogue. Your involvement is essential in shaping our university community. With that, we will be concluding the Q&A session. However, the conversation doesn't end here. Please feel free to reach out to the Student Council or our directors if you have any further questions or suggestions. Before we proceed to our next segment, I would like to invite Yen Wai, our diligent secretary of the Sunway University Student Council, to share some closing remarks with us. Please give her a warm welcome.
So, very good evening to everyone. My name is Yen Wai, and I'm the General Secretary of SUSC. So, before I deliver my closing remarks, allow me to share with you some upcoming initiatives from both councils. So, from SUSC's end, the CNS workshop is happening on the 21st of March, where new SOP and guidelines for club events and activities will be updated. The second one is that SUSC is keeping up with the series, where we introduce you to new experiences and advice from a variety of people. Lastly is the SUSC podcast, where we introduce you a more transparent communication between the council and the students. From SEC's end, this is just a reminder that the feedback form in collaboration with the CCA can be expected soon. So keep in mind that this feedback form is catered for Sunway College students only. For more information, please do follow us on our social media on the screen above. Allow me to deliver my closing remarks. My deepest gratitude goes to each of you who made time despite your busy schedules to be with us today. Seeing so many students engage and voicing their concerns is truly inspiring, and it shows how much you care about our campus community. I also want to express my sincere appreciation to my colleagues, Constance and Wani, and the dedicated SCTH 2.0 task force. Their tireless efforts in planning and executing this event are what made it possible. Their passion for serving the student body and unwavering dedication to building a better campus is truly commendable. Throughout this town hall, we've heard a multitude of voices. Let me assure you that every concern raised today is taken seriously. Your voice, our concern, isn't just a motto, It's a cornerstone of our operation. We are committed to hearing your feedback, addressing your concerns, and making the necessary improvements to enhance your academic experience here at Sunway. With your continuous support and active participation, I am confident we can create a campus that truly reflects the needs and desires of our students. So, once again, thank you for your presence today. Let's continue working together to make our campus a place that we can be proud of. Lastly, do follow us on our social media to keep yourselves posted on our upcoming events and initiatives. Have a wonderful evening, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll see each other on the next town hall. Thank you.
Thank you, Yan Wai. Ladies and gentlemen, as our Student Council Town Hall comes to a close, we want to express our gratitude for your presence and participation. The formal event may be over, but our commitment to answering your questions continues. For any remaining inquiries, our directors will be stationed at different corners of the hall, representing various departments. Additionally, students can also fill in the feedback form provided for our Student Council Town Hall. Directors, please make your way to your designated corners, and attendees, feel free to approach the respective corners for any lingering questions or discussions. Thank you once again for celebrating this milestone with us, and we look forward to connecting with you further in the next Student Council Town Hall. Everyone, please give yourself a big round of applause. Have a wonderful evening, everybody.